Hi, Pre-First. So, just like in that video you just watched, today we're going to learn how to label patterns. So I'm not sure who decided, but someone decided that to label patterns we would use letters of the alphabet. So here's the alphabet that you know. And every time we see a pattern, the first shape or color or whatever in the pattern is going to be labeled A because it's the first letter in the alphabet. So you're never going to start labeling a pattern with C, for example. Always it will start with A. And if there's a second shape in the pattern, it will always be B. So let's take a look at a pattern. I just used colors to make it easy. So the first color is red, which means red becomes A. The second one, is it also red? Is it the same as A? No, which means it has to be the next letter in the alphabet, B. Then we go to the third one and we say, is it the same as A? Have we seen it so far? And it turns out that yes, it is A again because it's red. Now, the tricky part with labeling patterns is we don't know when the pattern is done until we've seen it repeat one time all the way through. So if we look at the next one and we say, is it A? No. Is it B? Yes, we're seeing a B again. So we can label it B. Now we have seen the pattern repeat all the way through one time. We've seen the A and the B, and then the A and the B again with no changes. That means we know that what the pattern is. We know that it's an A-B pattern. And the part that repeats over and over again, the complete pattern that repeats is called the cell. So the cell is like taking a stamp and you could just stamp it over and over and over again and you would create your pattern. So in our color one, we had the red and the blue that repeated. So I can take this red and blue cell and I could stamp it again here and then I could stamp it again and it would keep on repeating. So the cell is the part that repeats and our cell was A, B. Okay, let's keep going. Here's a new pattern. It's a little bit different, but we're still just using colors to keep it simple. So what's the first one always going to be? A. Very good. Second one, is it the same as A? No, that means it's B. Third one, is it the same as A? No. Is it the same as B? Yes. So we have another B. Now, the whole thing hasn't repeated yet, so we don't know for sure if this is our pattern, A, B, B. We have to see it repeat all the way through once first. So let's see what comes next. Have we seen this color already in the pattern? Yes, it's A. Have we seen this color already in the pattern? Yes, it's B. And B again. So, freeze, what do you notice? A, B, B has repeated all the way through one time. It's like I can take this A, B, B, and then I can stick it here, A, B, B. And then if we want to check it even further, we can keep going. A, B, B. Yes, it works. So this is an A, B, B pattern. That means the cell is A, B, B. This is the cell that repeats over and over and over again in the pattern. So we give it a circle. Okay, another one. Same colors, but it's not exactly the same as our other two patterns. So the first one always, always, always is A. Okay, second one. Is it A? Yeah, it actually is. So we have another A. This is not A again. That means it has to be B. Next one. Have we seen this color yet? Yep, that's A. Red, again, A. Blue, that's B. Okay. Our cell has repeated all the way through one time. AAB, and then we see it again, AAB. So we can be sure now that we know that this is an AAB pattern because it repeats all the way through. The cell AAB just keeps on repeating over and over and over again. Okay, this one's really different. So we always, doesn't matter what it is up here, it's always going to be labeled A. This, not the same as A, it's a different color or a different shape, then that means it's B. Third one, is this the same as A? No. Is it the same as B? No. So we have to give it its own letter. And what comes next in the alphabet that we haven't used yet? C. Okay, red, we know that's A, we've seen it already. Blue, we know that's a B, we've seen it already. Yellow, we know that's a C, we've seen it already. And now we've seen the whole cell repeat one time through. ABC, and then again, ABC. So we can say that it's an ABC pattern. If it doesn't repeat all the way through, you could make a mistake. We're not going to go into that today of some of the tricky patterns that try to trick you, but if we're not careful and we don't make sure that we see the whole thing repeat one whole time before we decide, we might make a mistake. So this is an ABC pattern, and the cell is the first three colors, A, B, C, red, blue, yellow. All right, let's change it up. Let's look at this one. It's shapes and colors. So I'm going to let you decide, what is this pattern? How would we label it with letters? And what is the cell? Did you figure it out? If you said AAB, you are correct. All right, friends. Now in Seesaw, there are going to be a few other patterns like that. And your job is going to be to label them with their letters and then also circle the cell, because that's really the most important part of the pattern. That's what repeats over and over and over again. So if we can isolate just that cell, then we can make the pattern as long as we want. We don't have to follow it forever. We can just trust that it's always going to be the same. So happy patterning, and thanks for watching.